Hi, my name is Beth Hiley here for BoardGameGeek at Gen Con 2016. I'm sitting down with Jason Schneider of Game Right, and you've brought us Sushi Go Party!
We are going to party with sushi in the house, that's right. So yes, this is our new introduction of the expansion, or I would say a sequel to Sushi Go.
Yeah, I think sequel would be a better word, because this is its own standalone game.
It is a standalone game. It actually has, for those of you who are familiar with Sushi Go, it's got all the Sushi Go ingredients in it. It's got the maki rolls, it's got the sashimi, the tempura, but then it's got 20-something odd other things to choose from. This is what makes this game really interesting and what makes it tick. So there's a few features of it. One is that before you play the game, you're going to customize your game that you play. So you'll start off with a blank board here, and you're going to decide what elements you're going to want to play with in the game. As I pull these away, you'll see on the bottom that there's every game you're going to use nigiri, which again is in the base game, but then you're going to add in a set of rolls, 2 specials, 3 appetizers, and a dessert. So I've pre-selected a rolls, and again, this is not your standard maki roll. We're playing with uramaki here, then some specials, a menu, another special chopsticks, which people might remember from the base game, then 3 appetizers, onigiri, which is new, tempura, which I pulled from the base game, and another new appetizer, which is eel, and then the last one, which is green tea ice cream, a new dessert, which is different from the one. So there's your choices. You've got, again, over 23 different choices, so lots of variability to play. The other thing you see around this is that we've got a score tracker. This is the way you're going to keep score of the game. You play 3 rounds just as you would in a base game of Sushi Go, but before you do so, you're going to take the cards from the box, and if I can show you inside,
yes, because this is a
you can
fabulous
store
insert.
all the different kinds of sushi items in their own slot there. You'll match up the menu tile in the slot, you pull it out, put it in there, and then you're going to construct your deck for that game using
Which you have done ahead of time.
Keeping the rest of the cards back in there.
As a good Julia Child would.
Thank you. I'm ready to play.
I'm prepared.
Ready to play. Is everybody ready to play Sushi Go? Sorry, I had to pull it out. I'm from Boston.
Awesome.
So yeah.
So am I.
Yeah, good. Do you live there now still?
No, Chicago.
Okay. Oh, you moved away. All right. Well, you still a Sox fan, or what?
Yeah, still.
White Sox though now, right?
No, Red Sox.
Okay, good. All right. I'm actually from New York, so you don't want to know where my fandom lies.
Fair enough. No, I don't.
Don't hold it against me, Internet. Okay.
We digress.
Anyway, so back to the game. You are going to then deal out a set number of cards depending on the number of players. Now again, another nice feature of this game is that you can play with up to 8 players. So there's these little pawns, these little we call soy sauce shaped pawns, 1 for each player, and you deal out a different number of cards per player. And then each round works just like a standard game of Sushi Go. It's 3 rounds of play. Dessert scores after the 3rd round, same way. But the different point of uniqueness of this version of it is that between rounds, you're going to reshuffle the non-dessert cards. So in the base game of Sushi Go, you burn through the deck just once. In this game, you're going to reuse the cards you played from round to round, with the exception of the dessert cards. But because there's so much variability, there's so much different cards in the game, there's a lot of new strategies that you can employ, and a lot of we pre-selected some menus in the rules, but then we're also encouraging people to kind of customize, make their own versions of it. And just to give you like a tease of what are some of these, how they score. For example,
no, a taste of what it is.
A taste
Come
or tease,
on.
right? Thank you. I didn't want to do too many puns. So, for example, onigiri. There are 4 unique shapes in onigiri, and if you collect 1 unique shape, you get 1 point. 2 unique shapes, you get 4 points. 3, 9 points if you get all 4 is 16. And that's done in a drafting mechanism. For those who haven't played Sushi Go, the way that it works is it's a card drafting mechanism where you're going to be dealt a hand of cards. You're going to simultaneously choose 1 card you want to keep, and then reveal it, and then you're going to pass the rest of your hand to the player on your left, and the person on your right is going to give you their card, and then you're going to do the same thing again. Choose one of the cards you want to keep, and then reveal it, and then depending on what that card is, it may not have any function until the end of the game round. The uramaki cards are unique in the sense that they actually score during the round.
Right, yeah, race to 10 rolls.
So as soon as someone collects 10 icons, they're immediately going to get 8 points, the first person does, then 5 points and 2 points. Another new interesting card is the menu card, which I like a lot, which gives you the ability to discard it and then draw the top 4 cards off the draw pile, and then you get to keep one of those cards. So let's say you're going for onigiri. Oh, I get to keep that right there, and then shuffle the rest of it.
Good thematical interpretation of that.
Exactly.
I'm going to look through everything available to me.
Yeah, we did a lot of good stuff with themes. Like, for example, eel. If you only collect 1 eel, it's -3, because ew, the first time you have eel, it's like, I don't like it. But then the second and third time, like, oh, that's not so bad. So that's why 2 or more eels score you 7 points. So the more you eat, the more points you get.
Now, have you been been finding that people who have played or who own Sushi Go are also really wanting to buy this in addition to, because it's got a lot more added to it.
Absolutely. I think what we're hearing and what we've seen so far is that people want both. They want to get the base game because they want something easy to take along to a convention
and
with
throw
a
in
friend's
their
house.
pocket too.
Exactly. It's very portable, very easy to take along. And then when you've got people coming over for a party or for a family game night or for a group game night, since you can play with so many players, this is a great takeout. No pun intended. Actually, there is takeout in this game. That's one of the cards. But it's a great take this game out to play with.
So there's your challenge, is to host a sushi night.
Exactly.
And play Sushi Go Party.
Make sushi, right? Make sushi. Actually, first, play Bring Your Own Book with recipe books, but only for making sushi. Then go and play Sushi Go, and finish it off with some nice dessert flavored wine or drink or other kind of beverage.
Well, I hope we've whet your appetite for playing Sushi Go Party. Thank you, Jason, and that is from Game Right.